Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of our Leicester City Career Mode series. As you can see, we are in September now after we completed August in the last episode. From now on, we will be aiming to play an entire month in one episode, which means we will be simulating games. Now, I'm already going to be simulating and not showing the Europa League games, but we'll also be simulating Premier League games. Speaking of the Player of the Month and the Goal of the Month, I have the results for the August Player of the Month and the Goal of the Month. The Goal of the Month to me was no surprise, and I'm sure it wasn't to any of you guys either. With 60% of the votes, Ahmed Musa's roulette goal was the goal of the month. A fantastic goal. The first goal we scored actually in the episode and in the Premier League campaign. The player of the month, however, I thought would be much closer than it ended up being. 70% of people thought Jamie Vardy was our August player of the month. And although I don't think Vardy didn't deserve it, I genuinely thought that Mendy was going to get a lot of votes because as a defensive midfielder, tackling machine, getting a goal and 3 assists, thought it'd be more of a 50-50 split. Gray was just in there as a donkey vote. He got 1% of the votes. I don't know who would have voted for him, but he obviously was not going to get that with just the 3 assists. As good as that is, I was so surprised to see Vardy dominated that. So thank you so much for voting, guys. And I guess technically I shouldn't say we're in September because we're not. We're still in August. We're on deadline day because there was one bit of business that I wanted your guys' opinion on, and that was whether or not to sell Robert Zila to Middlesbrough for £16 million. And 73% of you believed that yes, we should sell Robert Zila. I think this is the right decision. For £16 million, that's a lot of money that we have now that we can maybe look for January. We can look forward to that and get some more potential transfers in. I'm thinking maybe some pre-contracts as well would be really, really handy. And we have plenty of money now to play around with to give contract extensions to the players that we have. And they're, we're in a comfortable position, and that's really a good thing. So Robert Zila is going to make his move to Middlesbrough if he accepts it. Okay, the first game of today and the first game for September is an away game at the London Olympic Stadium against West Ham, who, as you can see, sit in 6th position at the moment with 6 points. We have a perfect 9 out of 9. The only team to have started off with 3 out of 3 wins this season. That is the lineup going into this game, an unchanged lineup from our usual. It's Vardy up front with Gray and Musa on each side of him, then Drinkwater, Mendy, and Ndidi, an unlikely midfield 3, which has turned out to be quite good. And then Chilwell, Vimmer, and Caldara, along with David Santon, make up our back 4, with Kasper Schmeichel in between the sticks. I am playing on a world-class difficulty, and someone said you should bump it up to legendary. I guess I will leave that up to you guys. It'll be another one of the polls in the top right corner, along with the player of the month and goal of the month at the end of the episode. So if you don't want to get spoiled as far as the goal of the month and player of the month, don't click the vote just yet. But just so you know, when you go to vote for the player of the month and goal of the month, there will be an option of whether or not you guys want me to play on legendary and world class. And what that'll give you is it'll give you another episode to sort of see how we're playing and if it is too easy. And you guys can be the judges. Cresswell whips one in for West Ham. Sofiane Feghouli is at the far post, and a good start from West Ham. And we've just given the ball straight back to them. Come on, boys. You got to get rid of that. Fegouli's still on the ball to Obiang, who skips past 1, skips past 2. And what an opening 5 minutes for West Ham. We are shaken up pretty badly. Chilwell now. He's got Vardy with his plenty of pace. Reed is chasing him. Vardy, he's going to cut inside, making it look easy. Jamie Vardy maybe took it out a bit too much. Maybe trying to just get a little bit too much on that. And unfortunately, it's gone wide. Musa now. He's gone out wide to Ndidi, who was there for support. Ndidi back into Musa. Musa has Gray. Gray's going to turn around. Nicely done from Gray. And Randolph is up to the save. An attacking start from both teams. End-to-end stuff in the first 11 or 12 minutes here. And it's Gray with one of our better chances so far. Mendy lays that off to Musa. Musa over to Mendy. Mendy back over to Musa. Great bit of play between the two. And it's Ahmed Musa who puts it in the back of the net. Musa and Mendy linking up fantastically. It was Musa who laid it off to Mendy. Mendy with a quick chip through ball. He loves the chip through ball, Mendy. I think that's his signature so far. And that's a beautiful bit of play. Randolph had no chance at that point. Musa just putting it across the goal. Really close range. And it's 1-0 at the Olympic Stadium. Great start here. I mean, it's been end-to-end stuff. But we've been able to battle West Ham's first little surge. And we've got our goal. Mendy now over the top. Beautiful ball from Nampalys Mendy. Excuse my very Australian pronunciation of the name Nampali. Nampalys. That is That is shocking. To Musa, who that time the angle was just a bit too much and Randolph just held his ground. But Mendy is just playing some fantastic balls. Mendy now. Surging forward, he's got Gray on the left and West Ham are reeling now. It's Gray, open up your body, son. Randolph with another fantastic save, keeping West Ham in the game. Mendy, what is with this guy? He's meant to be our defensive midfielder. He's just picking out balls. What a fantastic player. Who needs N'Golo Kante? Seriously. Oh, Feghouli now, he's through. He's got Lanzini in support, and I genuinely thought that was in. Lanzini rushed it a little bit. I guess he could have maybe taken a touch. Feghouli did fantastically. He could have potentially taken a touch. Maybe he thought he'd get harried off the ball, but Musa has Jamie Vardy in support. Vardy now. He pushes out wide quite a bit, Jamie, but it's not bad because a lot of interchange here. It's Musa, plays the ball into Drinkwater. Drinkwater just holding off the shot, holding off the defender, and Drinkwater has taken that like a striker. It might not be the best goal to look at, but if you add in Musa's pass there, the way Drinkwater just holds off, I think it might be Winston Reid or Ogbonna. I think it's Ogbonna there. He just holds him off and then just tucks it. I mean, it's a real striker's goal from Danny Drinkwater, and he's made it 2-0 just before half-time. Oh, Biang now, out wide to Feghouli. Good bit of play by West Ham. They've been quiet this second half, but that's a good bit of play. And it's Schmeichel up to the save. Sofiane Feghouli again. He's beaten Chilwell, but Chilwell's taken him down in the process. Lanzini continues the run, and Kevin Wimmer takes him out. That could be 2 yellow cards within the span of 10 seconds. West Ham now starting to get back into the game. That's a great ball from Nordveit into Noble. What is Noble going to do? Is he going for the shot there? Marky Noble, calm down, mate. Got 2 substitutions. We've got Amate coming on for Ndidi, and also Chaplin is getting a shot on the left-hand side for Gray. A bit of a different substitution, but I wanted to give this kind of Chaplin a run, so let's see what he's got in his locker. Cresswell into Ayew, back to Cresswell. Good bit of play between West Ham players there. It's a far post attempt by, I think, Antonio going for a diving header. Through to Connor Chaplin getting his first touches. Great bit of play between him and Jamie Vardy. Connor Chaplin has buckets of pace. Can he just keep going? Can he get past these defenders? It's Winston Reid with a fantastic challenge. There it is, full time here at the London Olympic Stadium. It is a 2-0 win to Leicester City. West Ham actually played pretty well. I'll give it to them. They actually did play really well. They started the game off well. They teed it out in the middle. That was the problem. They gave us that opportunity in the middle of the game, but at the start and the end, it was all West Ham United. And unfortunately, they just could not find the back of the net. And we get a 2-0 win, a clean sheet, and 3 points on the board. Those are the player ratings for you guys. Ahmed Musa is the king today with a man of the match performance. He picked up himself up a goal and an assist. Got 2 out of his 3 shots on target. Made 10 of 11 passes, 4 out of 7 dribbles. But also shout out to Mendy with an 8.8. Mr. Consistent himself, just getting high ratings all the time. He picked himself up an assist. He also got 0 out of 3 tackles, which is pretty un-Mendy-like. But also shout out to Drinkwater with an 8.7, Caldara with an 8.2, and Chilwell with an 8.1. Chilwell was all over the place. He was tackling everybody. Okay, our next game is a home game against Manchester United. We host them at the King Power Stadium. A struggling Manchester United, it should be said. They've picked up 1 draw and 3 losses in their opening 4 games. As you can see, Vardy is still the top goal scorer with his 5 goals, and we are at home, so we should perform well, but it is Manchester United, so this will be a good gauge to see whether or not world-class or legendary, the whole thing, the whole debate. This will be a good gauge, because United should have a good team. They should perform well, and if we absolutely dominate them, then maybe world-class is a bit too easy. That is our starting 11 going into this game. A little bit of a different starting 11. Ndidi and Mendy are both suspended for accumulated yellow cards already in the season. Already. I don't know how that happened. I don't even know if it's possible. How many yellow cards do you need to get the suspension? But both of them are suspended going into this game. Don't ask me how. So Amate comes into the defensive mid position. And I've gone with Kapuska in that it's in the sort of box-to-box. I don't even know what position that is. He did get a fantastic goal on his debut game for us in this season, so hopefully he can do something special. It could prove to be an exciting midfield, so I'm sort of interested to see how this turns out. Wayne Rooney turns around. He's got Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. He puts it on his right foot. A lot of options here for Manchester United going forward. It's Luke Shaw who's just going to go all the freaking way himself, it looks like. Look at him. He's just going all the way. He lays it off to Wayne Rooney. It's off the post. Boys, oh my word. We nearly conceded. Danny Drinkwater against his former club, of course. Plays it through to Gray. Gray over to Musa. Musa now, he's running at the defence. This is our first time in Manchester United's penalty box. It's fallen to Santon. He's got Kapuska. Kapuska over to Drinkwater. And he's gone for it. And for a second, I thought he snuck that into the top corner. Drinkwater definitely would be keen to have a good performance against Manchester United. And he's nearly just opened up our account with a fantastic goal. Chilwell with a nice challenge, and here we go. The counter-attack is on for the first time. We have a decent counter-attacking option. It's Gray. No real support from anybody, and Gray's ended up just going for the shot, and United have got it back. The possession has been so rare to get that you just get excited when you get it. Anthony Martial now. On the left-hand side, whips that one in. It's a long one for... Oh my goodness, for Lingard. How are we still at 0-0? Nice tackle by Drinkwater there. Nice physical challenge. It's Vardy into Musa. Musa's got the option of Gray. And here we go. This is where we've been lethal. Demarai Gray opens up the body, and it's Sam Johnston in there. This whole time I didn't realize it was Sam Johnston because we've barely gotten shots on. Oh. Jones, oh my goodness. He was holding on to Vardy after he lost the ball. Referee, where's the foul for that? Caldara wins the header. Referee! What the hell are you doing? Offside! Are you for real? There's like 2 minutes left in the game. And there it is, full time 0-0. What a frustrating game to play for both teams. The finishing product from both teams was abysmal at best. I mean, none of us, neither team, could do anything with the last touch. We couldn't finish, we couldn't cross, nothing. Looks like the man of the match was Ben Chilwell, and I have to agree, he put in some hectic tackles, 3 out of 6 tackles. And he was bombing down that wing as well. I mean, really offering that support to Gray. I mean, he was so advanced. He was the best player on the pitch for sure. And the final game for today's episode, and the final game in September, is an away game at Swansea. A game that I'm actually decided to play 3 games in an episode. God damn, that probably hasn't happened in such a long time. But we're going to get into this game. We're going to play Swansea away. We're going to try and have a good performance. But at the end of the day, 13 points from the opening 5 games is not bad. So let's just continue doing what we're doing. We have Mendy and Ndidi back, so should be a good performance. Like I said, with Mendy and Ndidi back, that is what the lineup looks like. It's back to the normal lineup with Vardy up front, Gray and Moose on each side, with Drinkwater, Mendy, and Ndidi in the midfield, with Chilwell, Vimmer, Caldara, Santon as back 4, and Schmeichel between the sticks. It is September, so there's not going to be much rotation, but when we get into December and January, where the fixtures are just loaded, we will have to do some rotation. But for now, why not play our strongest team? I think this is the first game we're playing in the red kit as well, so exciting for that. But hopefully it's just a good performance. Mendy and Ndidi should prove to be a big difference in this team. Wow. What a ball from Kasper Schmeichel. If only the touch from Vardy was a bit better. Islam Slimani, the man that we sold to Swansea City. Now to Jack Cork. Cork back to Slimani. Out wide to Jefferson Montero. Nice little touch from Montero. And he's tried going all the way. And he's hit the outside netting there. Jefferson Montero now on the line. It's Vardy chasing him. Jamie Vardy, our right back apparently, chasing Jefferson Montero and getting the ball back. What an effort from Jamie Vardy. Mendy now is going to play the ball to the same Jamie Vardy who just chased Jefferson Montero. Vardy has been up and down the pitch in one run. He has not stopped. Jamie Vardy has not stopped, and Fabianski has just absolutely denied him what would have been a fantastic goal. He chased Jefferson Montero all the way down defensively, sprinted all the way back up. Mendy played the ball. He did not stop once. And Jamie Vardy nearly just scored one of the most outrageous goals I probably would have ever scored in FIFA. Mendy to whip this one in, and Ndidi's in there. He's a big man, Ndidi. Oh, Kevin Vimmer's actually stolen it from him. I didn't notice that. And it's actually Kevin Vimmer, the centre-back. I honestly thought Ndidi had that the whole time. Let's have a look at this again. Mendy whips it in. It's a great ball as well. And it's both it's both Ndidi and Vimmer who's just jumped up for that. Ndidi just blocking the players for Vimmer pretty much. Into Musa. Musa back to Mendy, who's continued his run. He now has Gray as an option. Gray's gonna go. Oh my word. I thought he had actually put that in. I was about to lose my shit. What a hit from Gray. Gray. Nice little run from Demarai Gray. He's got Musa over on the right. Musa's got Santon with a nice overlapping run. Santon back on his left. He's got the option of Jamie Vardy in the middle, and Fabianski has come out way too much there. Vardy is never going to miss that, and Leicester have taken control of this game 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. Jefferson Montero into Islam Slimani, the former Leicester player, nearly puts that in near post, and he's not happy. You can tell he wants a goal against us. You can tell he doesn't like us, and he's nearly just made it 2-1. Leon Britton plays that through to Jack Cork. He's got a bit of room. He's also got Barrow on the right-hand side into Sigurdsson, into Slimani. That's a well-worked goal. I can't take anything away from that. Just way too much room, I think, for Swansea. Just look at the room that they had. The defense was scrambling, and Slimani, at the end of the day, has one of the easiest finishes of his life, and he's got his goal against his former club as well. 2-1, it looks like we still have a bit of work to do. Montero through to Leroy Fer, recently substituted on. A hell of a player he is. It's fallen back to Jefferson Montero. Swansea just try and get this equaliser. Sigurdsson plays a beautiful ball into Barrow, and he just finishes it. Like, of all chances that Swansea have had, that goes in. Are you for real? Come on. I hate those kinds of goals. It's fucking bullshit. I don't mind conceding to Swansea because they've performed decently well. But this, watch this. How can you do that? No one can do that. It's physically impossible to do that. Especially for Barrow. No fucking offense, but he's dog shit. Musa through to Gray. Gray now. Through to Musa. Come on, boys. Musa onto his left. He's got Santon just sitting there. And David Santon scores. Thank fuck for that. I really think that Swansea should be in a chance to get something from this game, but at the end of the day, I still think we deserve to win this game. Especially because we conceded from such a bullshit goal. And that's a beautiful bit of play from Musa. Sets it up fantastically for David Santon, who all he has to do is put it in the back of the net, and he has not failed me. Here's an opportunity. He's held off his pass, and he's held off smartly. Surely that's for Musa. What a goal. And what a performance from Ahmed Musa in general. He really does deserve that. Great bit of play, and it was Chilwell who just held off that pass. So, I mean, he had Gray, he had Vardy. He said, no, fuck off you two. I've got Ahmed Musa on the right, and he's just done so well there, Chilwell, to make it 4-2 and put this game to bed. Go to bed, game. I'll sing you a fucking lullaby. Just go to sleep. There it is, full time here at the Liberty Stadium, and it is 4-2 to Leicester City. It was 2-2 going into the last 5 or 10 minutes. We did get the third, Swansea started pushing, and we got the fourth in the dying embers of the game. So at the end of the day, what was a close game turned out to be a 2-goal margin to Leicester City and another win on the board. Vardy got a goal today. He played fantastically. I think Chilwell again had a good performance. And Musa, let's not forget about Musa. What a performance he had. David Santon was your man of the match, but sharing the 9.4 match rating with him was Chilwell and Musa. Vardy was right there with a 9. Vimmer, who chipped in with a goal, got an 8.7. Caldara, one of the best defensive performances of the season so far, picked himself up an 8.5. Mendy an 8.6. The team as a whole played really well, but take no credit away from Swansea. They really battled and they really performed well. And although that second goal probably shouldn't have been a goal, they had a lot of other chances to make it 2-2. So take nothing away from their performance today. But at the end of the day, it's a 4-2 away win. Okay, that is it for September, guys, which means you can take to the polls now and vote for your goal of the month and player of the month. Without further ado, here are your options. Your September goal of the month candidates include Ahmed Musa's goal away against West Ham United. A nice little 1-2 between him and Mendy allows him to take a touch and finish it on the half volley. Option B is Jamie Vardy away at Swansea City, making the top 3 for the team aspect of the goal. Great runs, great passing, and great awareness from the whole team. And Vardy turns around, cool as a cucumber, tucks it past Fabianski. And finally, once again, Ahmed Musa putting the game to bed against Swansea away with a fantastic upper bins finish, just putting it straight past Fabianski with raw power and technique. Your candidates for the September Player of the Month include Ahmed Musa, who averaged an 8.4 match rating, picking himself up 2 goals and an assist. Ben Chilwell, who averaged an 8.5 match rating with no goals but 2 assists from the left back position. And Nampoli Mendy, averaging 8.7 with no goals and 2 assists. Take into consideration that he was suspended for the Manchester United game, so he only made 2 appearances. Along with those 2 votes, you guys can also vote whether or not you guys want to see world-class or legendary difficulty going from now on, keeping in mind that every game we have played so far has been on world-class, including the 0-0 draw with United, the 4-2, the 5-1, everything has been on world-class so far. That's it from today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm actually really enjoying making videos again, and nothing could make me happier, guys, so thank you so much for the support. Even though I don't get the most views on these videos, I really don't care. I'm just doing this because I'm enjoying it and because there are people out there that are enjoying it. So thank you so much for tuning in. But I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope you had a good day. I hope you did enjoy today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.